Well, hello there, friends. Another fantastic fish today. One you've been asking me a lot. A Chilean sea bass. I'm going to show you how to make it. We're going to make it with the red wine sauce. Yeah, fish red wine sauce. Why not? It's going to be delicious. And a delicious, creamy, buttery mashed potatoes. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring the bell. Stay tuned, friends. We're going to make it together right now. Okay, friends, well, it's an easy one, eh? I decided to make you a super easy fish. You go to the fish market, you pick up a Chilean sea bass, you pick up a grouper, you pick up a snapper, you want to make a quick little dish. But you want to be nice. Well, of course you want to be nice. Like, I'm going to buy a fish, I'm not going to make it nice today. Of course you're going to make it nice. I got a Chilean sea bass. You know, that's not the original name. The original name of that fish is Patagonian Toothfish. I remember in my restaurant, I always remember thinking my restaurant because I spent my whole life there. When it first came out in the early 90s, it was called Patagonian Toothfish. And the waiters would go to the table and say, and the fish special tonight is Patagonian Toothfish. And people were like, what? Now, you got any snapper, any grouper, so the fish would never say that. And I was like, man, that fish is so good. Anyway, to make a long story short, the people that were bringing it in, they call it the Chilean Sea Bass because in Chile, that's where they brought the first one in. And they decided the FDA approved the name Chilean Sea Bass. So all of a sudden, they were like, what's special today? Chilean sea bass. Oh, that's good. We're going to have some of that. People thought it had nothing to do with the sea bass you find in the state or any other place in the world. So like I said, well, Jack is going to give you a picture. It's a pretty ugly fish, but man, is it delicious. It's got an amazing texture. It really is an amazing. It's dense, soft, flaky, beautiful fish. It's one of the best fish there is. If you can get it, the problem is so expensive. It's difficult to get fresh also. In many cases, you got to get it frozen. And if it's well done, it's not going to matter that much. But it's better if you can get it fresh. But most of them are going to say to you, previously frozen. That means it was frozen. Previously frozen. A little salt, a little pepper. We're going to put it in the pan, friends. And I'm going to use clarified butter. Because if I don't use clarified butter, it's going to burn by the time the fish is cooked. You see, this is when we use clarified butter because we don't want it to burn. And clarified butter's got a high smoke point, so it's not going to burn right away. I want to make a beurre rouge sauce, then it's going to go with that. And that sauce, we're going to use regular butter. So, but I don't want to confuse you about the whole thing. But this is typical for a fish here, right here, friends, okay? Salt and pepper. I got it today at the Fish Peddler. It's my fish market in Fort Lauderdale. We love Fish Peddler. It's I've been shopping there for, I don't know, 50 years. It's a fantastic market. They do a beautiful job, and they and I love it there. I just go in the kitchen and know all the chefs because a couple of them used to work for me. Lovely guys. They're in the back right there doing some fantastic fish. Hey, chef, what are you doing today on your YouTube channel? So we have fun. So I don't want to confuse the issue, but I'm looking at a 365 degree heat. I got my oven at 365. I don't want to confuse you either. 365, 375, 365 is good. Just remember how many days you got in 1 year. It's easy to remember, right? It's about the temperature we want. We're going to put the fish. We're going to get a beautiful golden brown, kind of like we're doing a steak. Right? And then we're going to cook it where the temperature, inside temperature, does not exceed 125 degrees. That's really important to remember when you're cooking fish, friends. No hotter than 125 when you're cooking fish. 130 maybe, okay, but no more. All right, so here, regular butter. We're going to saute some shallots. That's for the sauce, all right? And by now, Right now, friends, I got a big shallots. I use those banana shallots that I get at Publix. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Banana shallots. They're great. They're great. So the fish is probably good now, right? What do you think? See, the beauty about clarified butter, you don't have to worry about it. It's not going to burn on you, right? We're going to put the fish in there. We're not going to touch it. This is very simple when you cook fish. People are afraid to cook fish because they think, oh, it's complicated to cook fish. One of the easiest things in the world to do, friends. Just don't worry about it. Put it there, get a nice color, plop, flip it, pop it in the oven. A child could do this, friends. I'm going to leave it here so I can concentrate on my sauce. Eh? Go in there. You do me proud over there, right? Clarified butter. Remember, if you don't have any of this, you use a good high smoke cooking oil. That'll be just fine also, right? Shallots. If you don't have shallots, what do you use? Onion. That'll be perfectly fine. Remember, Frank, it's cooking. Relax, have a glass of wine, enjoy yourself. It's cooking. It's not. What's the worst thing that can happen? The food is not so good. You order pizza. That's the worst thing that's gonna happen. You gotta relax and have a good time, friends. It's not complicated. I think everybody likes to make it more complicated than what it is. Eh? Don't you agree? I'm telling you. It's not that complicated. Look, why do we use shallots instead of onion? Because they're sweeter, they're more delicate. Onion sometimes can be potent. Potent. Is that a word, Jack? Potent. See? He's from Australia. He still speaks pretty good English. My goodness. All right, what do we got here, friends? Remember, I want a beautiful color. If you don't give me a beautiful color, I'm not flipping. This is going to be like a beautiful fish. You guys are going to love this. I got a little tarragon. Estragon in French. Tarragon, friends. I love tarragon. I love tarragon. If you can't get tarragon, you could make that sauce with a sage. Would also be quite well. If you can get fresh herb, it's better. But if you can't get fresh herb, then use dry herbs. You can't get them, right? We're gonna make a red wine reduction. I highly recommend you use a wine you can cook. You can cook. I highly wine you can cook. I highly recommend you use a wine you're willing to drink to cook. If you're not willing to drink it, then I highly recommend you don't cook with it. Because you think it's going to get better, or I'm going to put this wine, it's not very good wine, but I'm only cooking with it. It's going to get better when I cook it. No, it won't. Quite the contrary, it's going to get worse. So don't put a wine you're not willing to drink. All right, friends? You're going to be amazed how simple that is. A child could do this. There's nothing to it. I'm going to reduce the wine. I'm going to put butter, salt and pepper, the fish. I'm going to put that in there. Oh, yes. You see what I'm talking about right there, friends? Now we're going to take that fish. We're going to pop it in the oven. It's going to cook on the other side. The oven is pre-warmed up. Friends, once in a while I got to make an easy video for you. You can't get any easier than that. We're going to let this reduce. Let's get it thicken. We're going to make sure it's nice and smooth. We're going to finish it with butter. And I'm going to serve it with my creamy 3-star Michelin mashed potatoes. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, friends. Just took the fish out. 5 minutes. Depends how thick it is, about 5 minutes. All we're going to do now, friends, is we're going to strain that sauce. Just a very simple reduction. Nothing to it, friends. Nothing to it at all. We're going to get rid of all that stuff. Some people like to keep it. You can keep it. There's nothing wrong with it. And then you squeeze it. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. See? Squeeze all the goodies. All right? Now you don't put that ladle in there, otherwise you get it all back right there, right? Very simple. You see, this is a reduction. This is what we call a reduction here, friend. Very simple reduction. You see, look, there's nothing to it. We're going to test it. And we're going to adjust seasoning. with a little pepper, little salt. This is a very simple dish. We're gonna test it, and then we're gonna butter it. Remember, it's beurre rouge. So simple, and yet so delicious. Now we're gonna put butter. Now remember, beurre rouge, that means we're putting butter in there. And don't be shy, friends. This is a dish that makes us happy to have butter. So you mount it with butter, that's called monter au beurre, until it's smooth as silk. And believe me, it's gonna be nice. Very simple, eh? Right there. You have yourself an amazing butter sauce. Look at this. You see how beautiful it became? Okay, expect the plate. So I got a ring. You can use a ring, you still have to use a ring. I like to use a ring so it makes it nice. Now this mashed potato, friends, we released a video on it. And this is my 3-star Michelin mashed potato that is smooth as silk. I promise you, friends. It's gonna be one of the most smooth mashed potato you've ever had in your life. We want to pack it in that ring. This is just a cookie cutter. That's all it is. You know, nothing fancy. But this is just to make a dinner plate a little nice. Okay, and you can serve this with the poached carrots, with potatoes. No, not potatoes. What am I talking about? Broccolini, carrots, whatever you put, but you got to put it on the side. You can't use the same plate, same decoration of the plates, because it's not going to work. All right, made a mess right there. There you go. Okay, so now all I got to do, friends, is take a ladle and put the sauce on it. And the sauce is just going to go around it, you see? Now the sauce is delicate enough just to fill up the bottom of the plate. And very simple, you see? Very, very simple. And then we're going to take a fish. Right there, always keep a handle on the fry pan right there, friends. And fill up that sauce right there. Now, and then, friends, we're gonna take our fish. Let's take our mashed potatoes. And let's put that over there. And let's take that fish right there. We may want to just put a little paper towel in the bottom of the fish, just in case. We'll put a paper towel, just in case the fish released a little bit of water. And we're going to take it. And the underneath is just as beautiful. It's flaky. And we take a little sprig of tarragon. We take a little piece of tarragon right there. Let's find a good-looking piece of tarragon. I had one ready to go, but somehow it disappeared on me. There you go, a little piece of tarragon right there, friends. And voila. Of course, it's not going to stay up like I had it. You know, I had to put it like that and stay. Right? It's not going to stay. So anyway, I just wanted to show you the inside of the fish, friends. The inside of the fish is going to be amazing. It's going to be flaky. And what a perfect combination to have it. I want to show you, okay? So we got it right there, Jack. If we go right there, we just go. Look at this, friends. Look at this. Look how gorgeous that is, friends. You see how beautiful that is? How simple that was to make? It really was, right? And it's like, wow. And this fish is cooked to perfect. I'm gonna use my fingers Gotta have some tomatoes out here. And all you do is right. Look at that. See, it's flaky. It falls apart almost. Wow. My friends, I can't stress it enough. This is an amazing plate. It's so simple to make. It may seem like it's difficult, but you saw me do it. That's nothing. Friends, I hope you like it. Don't forget to give us some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring the bell. Thanks for watching. Wow, this is delicious. Why didn't you taste that one, Jack? Look at the fish. Look at that fish. It just like falls apart. And the mashed potato. Let me tell you. See, just enough sauce. It's a winner. Oh, wow. Thank goodness I got another piece for you. Otherwise, I'd eat that whole thing right there.